Thank you very much for staying with us on Daily Politics. Now going to Kano to take a look at the happenings within the opposition People's Democratic Party, the PDP. Senator Doguwa, El-Jibrin Doguwa, thank you for joining us once again.
Thank you very much, Shafi'u.
Right.
Shafi'u, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very loud and clear.
Okay.
Yes. Your party, the PDP, has been, should I say, in limbo. Some say it is almost dead in Kano following the emergence of the NMPP leadership. And of course, even within the opposition, the APC is even more vibrant than the PDP in Kano. Ostensibly as a result of the continuous internal wrangling within the party, especially after the 2023 election. And yet, we have this development emerging. Two governorship aspirants in the 2023 election forging an alliance. What can you say about this development as a very strong party man, a two-term chairman of the PDP in Kano?
Shafi'u, thank you very much for calling on me. And I sincerely appreciate, inviting me to join you in this program. One has to note, Kano's politics is different from any other state. And what is happening now, there is nothing new in it. Right from 1999, when, politics started, it has always been like this. If you can remember, in 1999, we had something like this, when there was an internal problem between Konkoso and some other people who wanted to, contest the governorship. So governorship. So whenever there is, an election or primary election, there is something like this. So, and on this, don't forget, at least I was away in the party due to the internal problem we had during the, 2019 elections, which sent me out and other people from the party. And we rejoined the party most recently. And when we joined the party, we took it upon ourselves at least to go around the critical stakeholders first to find out what is really the problem internally. And we discovered quite all right that there is a great problem within themselves, whom we have seen and we come to, work with in the party. First, you have to know we have about 5 to 6 or 7 critical stakeholders. One, we have our, leader, Ambassador Wali. Secondly, we have WaliAlamin Little, who was a former governor. Thirdly, we have Senator Bello Hayatu, who is currently the zonal, chairman, Northwest. Thirdly, we have those who contested within the party. That is Al-Amin, Sadiq Wali, and a host of others. And after the primary election, and Mohammed Abacha equally. So after the primary election 2019 or 2023 primary election, we discovered that at least the party has been split into different camps. There is that camp of Ambassador Wali, and there is a camp of WaliAlamin Little. There is equally a camp of Bello Hayatu Gorzo. So as time goes by, the small camps started to fight themselves. And what we did was just to go around and make sure that at least we find out from each one. Like Al-Amin, WaliAlamin Little, Senator Bello Hayatu, and others. We discovered that at least the party need to reunite, find a lasting solution, make sure that at least we forget the past so that at least we can strive ahead. But unfortunately, when the election, state congresses comes, this issue came up again. At least as a party man and as a former chairman, 2 times chairman in the state, I advise the whole leadership that what they should do is, first of all, to have an inclusive system where each and everyone will be included in the process of making the state congress. But unfortunately, some of these critical stakeholders were even sidelined. They were not contacted, at least for even the preparatory stage. So that is exactly what brought the whole problem, and it is now giving us a lot of headache.
Right. Okay. You laid sufficient background on what has been happening within the party, factionalization, to the extent that you have up to 3-4 different camps within the PDP. And the end result was dismal performance or outing in 2023. Now, 2 years after, there was an election, an ESCO election into the executive offices of the party in the state. And El-Jibrin Little and, of course, Wali were against the emergence of the new leadership. According to them, their emergence did not follow due process and so on. And that is why they are forging an alliance. Do you see that as justification now for, rejecting the leadership, the new leadership, or is it about their own political calculations ahead of 2027, rather?
It's not, Shafi'u, it's not. One is they have every cause at least to, to complain about the, state congress, because to them, they were not invited, they were not included. Their people were not included. And even the leadership that emerged, to them, none of the members of the leadership belongs to their camp. So at least when they complain, I think they have that right. And secondly, don't forget the camp of El-Amin, equally like the other camp, they purchased the forms for their, members across the 484 wards. And with a view that at least there is going to be a fair state congresses. But unfortunately to them, their members were not even included. And they have spent so much on buying the forms. So why can't they complain? I think they have that right to complain. And whatever step they have taken, I think they have equally that right to take. Yeah. Because at least they are party men and they need the progress of the party. And the progress of the party and stability of the party cannot be done, at least to them, without them. So what we think should be done is to at least to invite each critical stakeholders and other members of the party to come together, discuss the problem, come up with a solution so that at least we can move forward.
But the new chairman, the newly elected chairman of the party in the state has just acknowledged that concern you raised. He talked about the need to bring all stakeholders so that there will be some sort of reconciliation. He understands because as a result of these camps, there has been, the party has not been united, and there is need for all stakeholders to be invited and he promised to reach out. That is one aspect. The second aspect is this. Are there no mechanisms within the party to address some of these concerns rather than the two big wigs now, El-Amin and Wali, forging an alliance and then openly saying that they're going to fight the new leadership? Is that the right route to go?
No, it's not the right, at least to say they are going to fight the leadership. It's for the leadership at least to come up with a strategy of, getting across to these aggrieved people. And the only way is probably to undertake a door-to-door, house-to-house, visitation, so that at least he, as the chairman of the party, can now reach out to those aggrieved people, more especially the critical, like Al-Amin and Sadiq Wali, discuss with them, let him know their problems, let him sit down with them and see the possibility of, getting, remedy to their own problem. Let him accept, yes, you were aggrieved, and the process that brought me maybe is faulty, but I'm here so that we can put our heads together with you to correct the anomalies, to correct the problems, and make sure that it doesn't happen in future.
Yeah, the other aspect of the question is, why is it, where is the place of the national leadership of the party in all of this crisis? Are they not part of the Congress that took place? I understand leadership of the party.
You see, in any Congress, like I told you, being a former chairman of the party, I know the process of Congress. There must be a committee that is always been sent from the national headquarters to come and supervise the Congress, or at least even to conduct the congresses across the states. And when they report to state, I mean, they take over the leadership of the, party at that level until when they completed their assignment. It is only after completing their assignment now they can go back and report. And later on, when the national leadership accepted the result, then the leadership of the party become authentic. And I'm very sure the leadership or the state congress committee sent by the national leadership have concluded their own assignment, and the leadership of the party at the state has started working. And it is only for us to give them the benefit of the doubt, so that at least they can see the possibility of uniting the party. And by approaching each and every stakeholder, meaning to find out the areas where they can, concentrate in making the party to become solid. And let them not forget that at least, yes, there are a lot of wranglings here and there. And let us accept that, of course, the process may be faulty. But when there is a faulty process, it is only the leadership that was produced through the faulty process can now find a way so that faulty areas cannot be, repeated in future.
Now, with this happening, within the PDP, and of course, a couple of days or months ago, there was also issues within the APC with the suspension even of the national chairman and the counter suspension. So some will wonder, what exactly is the opposition doing in Kano in terms of holding the current leadership accountable, or rather checkmating the excesses of the leadership of the NNPP in the state? The main purpose, if you like, of opposition is to put the government in power on check, and of course to provide alternative viewpoints on topical state issues. How are you doing this, with this wranglings within the political, and I mean the opposition parties?
Shafi'u, don't forget, at least each and every member of NNPP or APC in Kano State belongs to to PDP previously. So we know them. We know their antecedents, and we know what they can do, and we know what they cannot do. So we know them very well. And I want to assure you that at least it is just a little push with PDP in Kano State. We can now regain our former position. Of course, we were disbanded, but at least with everybody coming on board, and what is happening in NNPP in Kano State, and what is happening with APC at the national level, I think PDP is a party to beat in Kano State. And I want to assure you that all this that is happening within the party in Kano State, it will come and pass, because we know how to do it. It is only a small thing that we can do to make sure that at least everybody comes on board. And I want to assure you we will help in doing that. And that is why I told you, I went around when I came back to the party, I find out the areas and the problems with each and every critical stakeholders. I know the areas of problem between Malam Ibrahim Shekaro and WaliAlamin. I know the problem between Bello Hayatu and Sadiku.
Now that, okay, I think we have issues with the connection there. But then, Senator, if looking at the fragmentations, and of course you said, it's just a little push and then you regain your strength as a party. I would have loved to hear from you how, you are looking at the current leadership of okay. Yes, I was trying to find out, how you're looking at the current government, talking about the NNPP government in Kano. You said that with a little push, you'll be able to regain your strength as a party, perhaps get them to come back, being originally PDP members and all of that. But the NNPP seems to be consolidating, and it's within the hearts of minds of the ordinary people.
Who told you they are consolidating? They too, they have their own internal problems, Shafi'u. And when you are in Kano, if you are in Kano, you will understand at least PDP is more stable than NNPP in Kano State, because there are a lot of, small camps within the NNPP. And equally in APC, there is that kind of problem here and there. Therefore, I think all the parties in Kano has their own, problems. And I want to assure you, we in PDP, we are ready at least to look at our problems and find out a solution to them. So don't say any other party is consolidating. Consolidating where? After all, at least they have their own problem more than that of the PDP, because they have the government, and the government is doing worse than what PDP was doing before. So I think PDP is more stable than any other party in Kano.
Are there specific areas you fault in the current administration? You said it's doing worse than the PDP. What is it doing that is as worse as what people felt, the PDP has done, that they made it, show it the exit door?
See, PDP is a party. We ruled Kano State. 1999 to 2003, it was PDP. Konkoso was elected under PDP. Therefore, whatever Konkoso did was under PDP. And he was a member of PDP. And it was the PDP that he used as a ladder to take him to wherever he is. Therefore, at least we consider his performance even during those periods as a PDP performance. Therefore, at least don't forget whatever a party is doing, or whatever a party man is doing it on behalf of the party that takes him to that position. Therefore, PDP in Kano has done a lot, and will continue to do a lot when we have that opportunity. And by now, people have started thinking that at least their mind and conscience is going back to PDP, because it is a party that has a lot of developmental plans for Kano that can now lead to success in Kano State.
Coming back to the alliance, because we're rounding up now, do you think the camp of the El-Amin Little and of course that of Amin Wali will be able to work together, considering the fact that they were also part of the problem and that led to the fragmentations of the party in the first place?
Yeah, you see, Shafi'u, don't forget, if all of us can look at ourselves individually, we are all problems to PDP. In one way or the other, each and every one of us has offended PDP. What we need to come is to come together, look at ourselves, forget about our past mistakes, and make sure that at least we reunite and work together so that towards the success of PDP at whatever level. And I'm sure, of course, Al-Amin and Sadiq, they are a very strong factors to reckon with. And I don't want at least to, give them that benefit. And I don't want to say that at least they are not something. They are very, very, very big stumbling block if they want to. They can become a problem to PDP if they want to, but we want to appeal to them so that they don't become a problem, because PDP need a peace. PDP need peace in Kano State. And the only way we'll have peace in Kano State is for us to come and sit down, discuss our problems within ourselves, find a lasting solution ourselves, so that at least all other issues that becomes a stumbling block in the success of PDP in Kano State can be resolved amicably.
Now, lastly, how do you think the national leadership of the party can get involved and address this problem so that it doesn't linger beyond perhaps the expectation?
The only way the national leadership can intervene is for them to set up a reconciliation committee, send them to Kano, sit down with the critical stakeholders, listen to them, listen to each side, find out why we are in this problem so that at least they can offer a lasting solution. And secondly, let them not be listening at that level to our small gossips coming from Kano. Whatever they wanted to do, let them make sure that at least they come to Kano, listen to the party men in Kano, so that whatever they hear is first-hand information, not second-hand information.
Right. Thank you very much, Senator El-Jibrin Doguwa, former state chairman of the People's Democratic Party in Kano State. In fact, a two-term state chairman, and of course, one of the elders in the party. Thank you very much for your perspectives on the platform tonight.
Thank you very much, Shafi'u, and I sincerely appreciate and thank you all, and good night.
All right, and viewers, that's a wrap on today's edition of Daily Politics. We do hope you had a conversation engaging. Join us tomorrow. We'll be back with another interesting topic and personalities. Until then, on behalf of the technical team and, of course, the production team, I am Shafi'u Suleiman, thanking you for staying with us.